This strange looking
Its
blob
heart
is a
stops.
wood
Its brain
frog,
shuts
and
down.
during winter,
Ice
it literally
crystals form
freezes
inside
to death.
its body. By all scientific definitions, this frog should be dead.
But when spring arrives, it thaws, its organs restart, and it hops away like nothing happened.
Scientists still don't fully understand how its cells survive ice damage without rupturing.
This frog casually does what would instantly kill almost every other living thing.
Now, meet the star-nosed mole, an animal that looks like a failed experiment.
That pink star on its face isn't decoration. It's made of over 25,000 specialized sensory receptors. This mole can identify and eat prey in under 0.2 seconds.
That makes it the fastest eater in the animal kingdom.
It doesn't even process touch like we do. It sees with its nose. Your hands could never compete.
This is a lyrebird, and yes, we mentioned sound mimicry before, but here's the upgrade. Lyrebirds don't just copy sounds. They sequence them. One bird was recorded combining chainsaws, camera clicks, car alarms, and bird calls into a single performance. That's not imitation, that's remixing.
Scientists still don't know why they do this when it doesn't clearly give them a survival advantage. They might just enjoy it. This tiny creature is a hairy snail, living near deep-sea hydrothermal vents, one of the most extreme environments on Earth.
Instead of fleeing toxic chemicals, it grows an iron-infused outer shell using minerals from the vents themselves.
Yes, its body armor is literally made of metal. It doesn't hide. It doesn't run. It turns poison into protection. Now let's talk about the electric eel, which isn't actually an eel. This animal can generate electric shocks of over 600 volts, strong enough to knock down a horse. But the superpower gets crazier. Electric eels can curb learning. They leap out of the water to wrap their body around predators and increase voltage contact.
That's advanced combat physics coming from a fish with no legs and no formal education. This bird right here is a bar-headed goose, and it casually flies over the Himalayas. That's above Mount Everest.
At altitudes where oxygen levels are so low humans pass out, these birds flap non-stop. Scientists found their blood binds oxygen more efficiently, their lungs extract more air per breath, and their muscles waste less energy. No oxygen tanks. No warm-up.
Just raw biological optimization.
This creepy crawler is the assassin bug, and it uses corpses as camouflage. It kills ants, drains them, then sticks their bodies onto its own back like armor. The dead ant smell prevents live ants from detecting it. The assassin bug then walks straight into ant colonies undetected and hunts more victims. This is not survival. This is psychological warfare. Now meet the dung beetle, an animal that literally navigates using the Milky Way galaxy.
At night, dung beetles climb on top of their poop balls, spin around to take a sky snapshot, and then roll in a perfectly straight line using the stars as reference. This ability was confirmed only recently, and it makes dung beetles the first known insect to use celestial navigation.
Imagine being guided through life by poop and galaxies. This adorable menace is the sand tiger shark, and its superpower is underwater buoyancy control. Instead of using a swim bladder like fish, it gulps air at the surface and stores it in its stomach. This allows it to hover motionless in the water like a ghost. No fin movement. No noise. Just Silent, floating death.
Scientists believe this evolved purely for ambush efficiency.
This unassuming animal is the pistol shrimp, but here's the part people miss. It doesn't just snap.
The bubble it creates briefly emits light and sound energy equivalent to extreme temperatures. It's one of the few animals that can create cavitation strong enough to stun prey without touching it.
Shrimp invented sonic weapons before humans invented pants.
Now, meet the axolotl again, but with an extra twist.
Not only can it regenerate limbs, but it can accept organ transplants from other axolotls without rejection.
Scientists use them to study healing because their immune system doesn't overreact.
Imagine humans regrowing arms and not needing anti-rejection drugs.
Hospitals would look very different. This is the bombardier beetle, nature's chemist.
It stores two deadly chemicals in separate chambers inside its body. When threatened, it mixes them to trigger an explosive chemical reaction, spraying boiling liquid at attackers with pinpoint accuracy.
The reaction happens repeatedly without damaging the beetle itself.
It's a walking, controlled explosion with legs. And finally, meet the octopus. Again, because it deserves it. Octopuses don't just change color. They change texture. Smooth skin can instantly turn spiky.
Flat surfaces become ridged.
Combined with color and shape-shifting, octopuses can mimic rocks, coral, lionfish, and even sea snakes.
Their camouflage is so advanced that predators literally don't register them as animals.
They vanish in plain sight. When people imagine superpowers, they think of movies and comics. But nature has been handing out abilities for millions of years: freezing death recovery, metal armor, electricity weapons, sound camouflage, star navigation, and biological regeneration. The scary part isn't that these powers exist. It's that we're still discovering them.
And that's why nature will always be the ultimate superhero universe.